Welcome to the I Love Monday show. I'm Carlo, Mr. Monday. Tonight I am here with Jimmy Cash, great comedian, but he owns a custodial engineering firm. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. I didn't know we were going to break the news that early, but yeah I do.
Really? Yeah. So it's going pretty good, huh?
It's going good. I mean, it's taken off right now with the virus. So.
What a firm you got.
Yeah, it's firm.
You're in Worcester. So the school's like open right now? Like, is there kids in the schools?
No, it's just It's open for teachers to teach remotely. So it's just me and a bunch of teachers just hanging out, pretty much drinking coffee. That's about it.
Really?
That's all.
So what are you even doing? Like,
I clean up after
sweep the same floor all day?
I knock over a coffee here or there just to like make it look like I'm doing something, you know.
Security.
Yeah.
Whose bathroom's more disgusting, the teachers or the kids?
Oh, it depends, you know. You could always tell. We got a Taco Bell right down the street, so you can always tell when a teacher made a lunch
Especially
stop
if they have a
at Taco
special,
Bell. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
McKlasky, how you doing?
Pretty good. I haven't done any toilet forensics of late. Have you?
No, just leave stuff.
Our last guest announced on air that he took a deuce in the studio. Right? Remember that?
Yeah, Charlie
Oh,
Moore.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty close by too.
Crapped. Yeah, it smelled.
He was like a strong, like you could tell that guy's balling.
And he shut the door, and it was still coming underneath. You could smell it.
I can taste it. It was an
gross.
alpha shit.
There's nothing you can do about that.
He was in there for a good 29 minutes.
Yes.
It really was.
So you did 12 shows in 5 days, I heard.
12 shows.
You opened for Bob Marley?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, it was up in the White Mountains, New Hampshire, at some theater, and they had to do multiple shows because of the social distancing and shit. But this guy's got a crazy following, you know. And then we did 2 Wednesday, 2 Thursday, 2 Friday, 3 Saturday, 3 Sunday, and here I am, you know. And the drive up there was like 3 hours. But the drive here was worse. All the way fucking.
Once you get off the exit?
Yeah. Holy shit.
I know, once you get off the exit from where you're coming from. So Bob Marley, I mean, obviously, you know, you hear you think of the rock star, the reggae guy, Bob Marley, when you hear his name. But he's like supposed to be great, right?
He is
great comedian.
man. I mean,
how old is
selling
he?
out 12 shows. I don't know how old he is, but I mean, he's been doing it since he told me he started like around the time of Bill Burr. They used to run around Boston together and shit. And he moved to LA at one point, and he had a TV show. He did all the late night. Then he came back and realized he could kill it out here, you know, just doing the New England circuit.
He works hard. He's like he puts a lot of social media stuff out there. He's not like some of these guys just get lazy and sit back. This dude.
Some of these guys have no social media.
12 sold out shows. That's insane during the pandemic. You can't sell movie tickets to Blockbusters.
How many people were going to the shows?
Like 100 people. Nice. It was like a 500 seat theater, so it was like
right.
you know, 100 at a time, and you know, it was good. Everyone hated me, but then he'd go up there and kill it, and so it was good. Yeah. I go up there and eat the dick for him, and then, you know.
Was it just the two of you?
Just the two of us. I go up there cold. They're like, yeah, everyone ready for Bob Marley? And everyone's like, yeah, you know, and they're not generally probably like comedy fans, so they're like, all right, well, here's your special guest, Jimmy Cash, and everyone's like, the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean?
How'd you hook up with him? He heard of you?
Yeah, some friend of mine, Glowacki, suggested me to open up for him, and so now I'm in the circuit with switching off, opening up with Glowacki still opens for him sometimes.
Oh, Glowacki's a comedian too.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good name.
Yeah, wacky.
Sounds like a hitman.
How you been doing during this pandemic and everything? How's it affected you? Like in general.
You know, besides just like, if anything, it just made me lazy, you know?
The whole world, maybe?
Yeah, I just stopped
lazy?
cutting my hair, stopped, stopped.
Increase the macaroni and cheese.
Are you going for the mullet look?
That's how I do.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's one last like hurrah, because I could tell there's something going on up here. There's a thinning going on, and I saw it over the beginning of quarantine, and I was like, let's just go. It's just one final.
You're too young to be
run
going
for it.
bald.
I'm 36, so I mean I could, you know. I'm at the age.
As long as you're married, it's okay to go bald, right?
That's right.
Yeah. You're fine.
Who's Miss Monday this week, Klaus?
Miss Monday this week is Katrina. She's from the South Shore of Boston. She's 26 years old. She has an amazing daughter, and she works at Beth Israel. So She's got a brain, too. She loves hanging out with her friends, enjoying pizza at the Next Page Cafe, which is where I believe we might have connected with her.
Yeah, we've been to the Next Page. That place is great.
Yep.
It's in Weymouth.
Is it?
Yeah. I
Bar
think
pie-
Steve Sweeney's always doing shows there.
That's correct, actually.
Wow.
Bar pies and cute thighs. Miss Monday is brought to you by John's Roast Beef. Call tonight for the best roast beef, tacos, and sushi around. Call 781-595-6105. Tell them Mr. Monday sent you.
Nice. Thank you, Katrina.
Yeah,
looks
look
familiar.
at her.
Katrina, but they call her Trina. That's her
Trina?
stage name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can run a train on her?
No, Trina.
Trina.
I didn't say train. Jesus, a nice girl like
I'm sorry,
this.
I have a headphone in.
She was down in Fort Lauderdale, and she took the pictures for us, and then you got to insult her like that?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult her. I'm a big fan. I love
She shaves.
strawberry daiquiris and strawberry blondes.
You think she's been tested?
For COVID?
Yeah, for COVID.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because she travels. She's a world traveler, and
That's not-
she works in the Beth Israel Hospital. She's a nurse.
Yeah, she's got to be tested.
But if you'd like to give her a throat culture, we could probably set it up.
No, she'll give it to you.
That's what I'm saying. She's from Beth Israel. That's
Right.
I get my word.
I was born in actually Beth Israel.
Were you? Yeah. Oh, shit.
Me and both my brothers. Yeah, we were born there.
Same time?
No, we're fucking years apart. Be a man, Tonzo. What do we got for viral videos?
Breaking Balls continues to leave the internet ablaze. Let's take a look at some of this week's most popular viral videos. Our number 3 video is the ultimate blue-collar blunder. Mr. Monday, how much money are we talking here for this mistake? Let's roll it. You're looking at about, $200 for labor and... Oh, shit! Is that supposed to crack like that? That's granite, right?
Yeah.
It's like a stone. That's more like a stone. I mean,
Is it granted a stone, Mr. Monday?
yes.
I thought it was like you couldn't break granite. It was so strong.
I don't know what happened there. Must have been a vein in it. That's probably like a.
Is that some
10,000
greaseball shit where they tell you it's granite and it's styrofoam and cement?
That might have been synthetic stuff.
I think it was.
The synthetic stuff's actually stronger than the
Is
granite.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
because it's man-made. So
I
That
don't think it is.
to eat
that's a $10,000
granite countertops.
mishap.
Does that excite either of you? Granite countertops?
I mean,
You
I like
that?
them. You know,
If I was still doing extracurricular activities,
yeah.
I would like that.
If you need a
know?
smooth surface,
banging
granite
girls on granite. Is that
Hey,
you don't do that kind of stuff
That's
anymore?
slippery. That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
It's probably cold on your ass.
That's very cold. Yeah.
What do you think that slab costs?
That was probably like a $10,000 mistake. That was an island.
Yeah.
You know, they probably already did
Transportation, cutting. They had to do an estimate.
the
of the
10,000.
That's a fuck up.
They
right
get
there.
insurance. Yeah. You know.
Fuck them. The next video got a ton of views, and it features a watermelon eating contest. Let's see how they do watermelon eating in the land of China. And they're off. The guy on the right slowly killing his wife with a third across the throat.
Fear! Look at the fear in her eyes!
There must not be a word in Chinese for "stop, you're killing me." They just let that go on for 10
Get it
minutes.
out when you have a watermelon.
Was that a son and a daughter? Like,
Dude.
was that a son and a mother?
I didn't do a genealogy test yet.
I
but
think so.
I would estimate that.
ISIS
Over his eyes.
ISIS would have been scared of that video.
That's the new ISIS video, right?
No, he could see with the thing over his eyes.
You think
He could
was
see
looking
through the
over
mask,
top?
you think?
He could see down.
Okay.
He knew what he was doing.
You know. Well, you really think he thought that was her mouth?
I'm gonna kill this
Wait.
bitch with a watermelon.
Is see down the girl on the left or the right?
Left.
Okay. All right. You guys want to do another one?
Yes. What do we got?
Sure.
The last video got over 200,000 views. That's
Wow.
just
Damn!
chump changed us over here. This guy was attempting a porch jump, but he didn't check the railing first. Let's look at the tape.
What a clown.
That's a Tonto move.
Dude, what is with this frat shit of jumping off something? The best case scenario is you break your leg and go viral. The worst case is nobody cares, right?
That's
Eh.
just horrible. That guy was an
That
idiot.
sucked.
We didn't do
was-
that shit. We just,
That was like a Martha's Vineyard. Like the stuff built down there is
Oh,
like
fake
cheap and
frat shit.
chintzy. But I'm saying the
Did
porch
his-
was not
Did
built
his
right.
pants fall down too? Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, he wasn't wearing a belt.
You get extra points if your dick comes out in a stunt.
That was like
Tell
the.
me you never jumped through a table, Mr. Monday.
Yeah, of course I have. Downstairs in this place. I've broken many tables, but not. I'm graceful. Not like that kid. What a freaking
But
idiot.
you're usually like assaulting somebody into the table, right? You're not just like,
I've
oh,
done
look
that
at
too.
me.
I've done that. Yeah.
It's the jackass generation. You know what I mean? All the kids that were 12 when that shit came out,
Yeah.
their younger brothers are gonna jump off of any roof they can now.
We had my son's his engagement party, and I dove through a table
Damn.
and busted the table. Like everything, the legs were like.
That's
It was like Scooby Doo.
That's how you christen a boat.
It's pretty good. And then I started doing it. Then, of course, Pietro and Joey, and then we all started wrecking tables.
That's good shit, man.
But that was the engagement party.
was
So
the
the other
engagement.
families meet you.
No,
guys
no, no.
for the first
Excuse me. The wedding rehearsal.
Did,
time? Oh, okay. Now it's too late.
It was a wedding
did the
rehearsal.
pants come down, though?
No pants came down.
Oh,
no.
come on.
No. I mean, girls pulled their pants down when they saw us doing that, but
That's a common
Very
reaction.
exciting, Mr.
It
Monday.
is, yeah.
Specialize in weddings, huh?
yeah, oh yeah. The Be a Man guy. Do the people know about the Be a Man guy's wedding? I mean, we can't really get into it here, but
We have, I believe, before, but we'll keep it on the.
yeah, we'll talk about it. There should be some Be a Mans about ruining your own wedding. There really should be. Ruin your own wedding. Be a man.
I did that.
What?
My wedding ended up, my whole wedding party, it was a Catholic wedding. We got married in Worcester, and we had like the nice reception, classic, style. And then we ended up at, the whole wedding party ended up at a strip club called Hurricane Betty's. Down,
Guys and girls.
my wife, she was in her wedding dress. She did a bouquet toss to the strippers. Yeah. And
Sounds
the
like a good
stripper
time.
that caught the bouquet gave us a double lap dance, and I was like, I swear to God, and I was like, I know we're getting divorced. Like, I just know this isn't gonna last, but it was
Are
fun.
you guys still together?
No,
Was it all downhill from there?
pretty much, yeah. How you can't top that? Like,
Yeah,
we started way too.
Was the stripper menstruating that night?
I don't know. It was dark in there. It was tough to tell. I don't know.
She was wearing her wedding dress that night.
Yeah. We walked in there.
Oh, but
yeah.
that was it was the night of the wedding.
This was right after the wedding. I was in my tux. Yeah, it was.
Jimmy, that might be a good move for the young men at home once the strip clubs do open. Pretend like you just got married and then go to the strip club. The strippers will probably react to that. I
Oh,
think.
they went nuts. We walked in there. It was a wrap. Forget it. Everyone went nuts.
How many people went in?
There was probably altogether. There's probably 12 of us or something. Everyone's in suits and
Sure.
tuxes and wedding dresses and.
Is this a low budget strip club or a high end?
Well, it's called Hurricane Betty's.
Yeah.
It was not top. It wasn't top of the line, but
It's in Worcester.
in what right.
Is it still there?
Right in the yeah. They actually a friend of mine just posted that they fully renovated over the pandemic, so they're ready to roll.
Have you guys ever gone to a strip club and then and then somebody you knew was there stripping?
Oh, yeah.
I've never done that. Never seen that.
Someone that you went to high school with hadn't seen for years.
No,
Every Wednesday at the cabaret.
I've heard legend of people ordering strippers and it being somebody's relative.
What do you mean order? You order a stripper to your house?
You order them to your house or an abandoned
So
farm,
someone comes and
wherever.
So like you're gonna order a stripper to come to your house and strip for you?
Yeah.
We ordered.
Isn't that a hooker?
We ordered a couple strippers, and
Entertainer.
they called back and said, "We can be there in 45 minutes, but you have a wheelchair ramp." And then so we just canceled.
damn.
What if like the stripper came?
Build one.
What if the stripper came and she was disgusting? And
Yep.
Did you just tell her to screw it up paying?
Send her back.
Yeah. I've been there, Mr. Monday. I've got a couple callbacks.
What do you mean? You did male stripping?
Yes.
That's got to be the worst drive, like, because you don't even get like a deposit. Like the girl should get at least the deposit, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
drove all the way
They get a
here.
fucking deposit, all right.
Yeah.
Double-ended dildo.
You always give them the deposit. You're fair.
I
Well,
would.
especially if they come with a bodyguard with a gun. Too,
Yeah.
Those guys are the biggest pushover wussies.
Yeah, I don't know
know?
anything about those guys.
All right, boys.
I'm just-
no fingers, no tongue.
Hands.
But the strip clubs are taking a beating right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they even open? I don't think so.
Oh, they were doing drive-through ones in like Texas.
Man, I
and
can't
Drive-through strip
imagine
club.
that.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
You can't even operate your cell phone while you drive. You can play with your dick now. Come on. How much fun is that? It's like watching Pornhub when you go through a car wash. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, imagine someone you know saw you like driving through.
My kid goes to this high school in the back of
Yeah.
your car, and the lady's like, "Oh, my kid goes there too."
Yeah, you're in a
What grade?
minivan.
Have you ever been to a strip club and one of the strippers was pregnant? That you knew?
Yes.
That you could tell? Really? You've been to some weird places, Joe.
No, but
Jesus.
Yeah.
Atlanta's a crazy place.
you ever tuck the ones into
What
the
do you mean
cesarean
Atlanta?
scar?
You in Atlanta?
That's some creepy shit.
Atlanta.
ATL. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy strip clubs down there.
Oh, God.
There is some. Yeah, I've been there.
I got to think about some place I've been. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with Klasky and Jim.
Water's too hot. Burn your flesh off. Be a man.
It runs in the family. All right. All right, Klaus, let's shoot the shit here.
Oregon becomes the first state to decriminalize possession of all drugs, including heroin and cocaine. Instead of going to trial and facing possible jail time, a person would have the option of paying a $100 fine or attending new addiction recovery centers. Is this a great way to save money, or is this going to be just like a mess in Oregon now?
So that doesn't make a lot of sense.
I think it does, except for the $100 fine. I mean, like,
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
that's my
reverse
question.
maybe it's
who's
reverse
paying?
psychology.
Who's paying the fine? Like who's like?
People who get caught with the drugs.
Yeah, but then. But yeah, I mean, like, are they
Oh,
like,
yeah, right.
oh shit, you know what? I got this fine I gotta pay.
So if they don't pay it,
It's either that or some more perks.
Yeah.
so if they don't pay it, then there's a warrant out for their arrest, and they end up getting arrested anyways.
yeah, there you
yeah,
go.
but it sounds like they're not going to be prosecuting people for possession, which honestly, what do you gain? I'd rather them not pay a bailiff for a year just to keep this guy out of the court system, right?
Right. No, it's good. I guess. Yeah.
Is this just now during the pandemic this happened that they made this law?
got-
This just got passed. I like this whole like one state trying something, and we just see if that state goes to shit or like because they tried weed and that thing went great, so they benefited from that.
Do
Maybe
you
this
guys
will
know
work.
where Oregon is? Do you have any, like, if you looked at the United States of America, could you guys
It's
tell me
probably
where
one
it
of the
is?
only ones I could find. Yeah,
Where is it?
It's on the west
top left.
It's on the west coast. Yeah.
Right there?
That's up
It's right there,
It's
isn't
right
it?
there.
Yeah,
It's on
it's right up here.
go.
It's a central northern western.
Who was it?
Who abuts Oregon?
California.
Washington.
Who else?
Washington.
Washington,
Yeah.
Oregon, okay.
Yeah.
Don't they have a good football team, Oregon?
Do you know their major
Mighty Ducks?
export?
Oh, the
Ducks.
Ducks.
The
The
Their
Ducks.
average
They have
rainfall?
2 inches of rainfall.
Yeah.
It's a Nike headquarters, I think. Is there? No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe, yeah.
What does Nike stand for? Do you guys know? What Nike was? Can anyone tell me?
Wasn't it a Greek guy
Legal
that
drugs.
It was a bomb. It was a Japanese bomb, wasn't it?
Was it?
Never ingest kinetic energy.
Yeah,
That's right.
Was it?
I think so. I think it was Nike's named after a Japanese bomb.
I think
We-
that's
someone
like
look that up.
Some
please.
guy ran like a mile to like a Greek village and yelled Nike, and then that's
Why Greek?
Yeah, well, it's fucking
Nike's
nice.
in Japanese.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would.
It's a sick and twisted place. Mr.
Yeah,
Monday.
we didn't bother googling that. Do you guys want to do another
Somebody
one?
Google it.
Sure.
Dead man wins election in North Dakota. David Undall, 55, died on October 5th after battling the coronavirus for 4 days. His death came months after he won the Republican nomination for representative in the state's 8th district. That was back in June. Despite his passing, there's a vacant seat now, and it's up to the GOP to choose who they think should get the spot. Like, that's how it works now.
So he won, then he died 5 days later.
Yeah.
No.
No, he won way back, but he died after 4 days of corona.
He died months ago, but he just won.
Looks like a nice
He
guy.
won while he was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because people voted for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still on
They
the
saw his
ballot.
name in the news for dying, and they were like, I want to vote for that guy.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd vote for him.
Half the country did that for the
Yeah.
president.
Biden. Yeah.
More than half the country did that for America.
Yeah, we're gonna get this story. We're gonna hear this story again in 2 months. So took it
Right.
to.
Do you guys really think, and I know we don't talk politics, but
Yeah.
this is what I'm hearing from everybody. They think that Biden's going to last 6 months, and then he's going to either resign, get Alzheimer's, or quit, or
But died.
he's going to die, and then the vice president's going to take over. That's what everyone thinks. That's
don't
their
know.
theory.
I don't know. They pump him full of that Regeneron. I don't know.
I think he's
Make
going to
him
last
fine.
the 4 years.
He might. Yeah.
He's got that
he might.
green reanimator juice flowing through
Yeah,
him right
they
now.
got-
He's got
Definitely
that.
a reptile.
Dude,
I
they
think
got
he's going to
good
get in
stuff.
trouble, though, making out with a 16-year-old girl.
Could
You know.
could be. Yeah.
Hasn't stopped any of the other presidents. So I just. Yeah.
What? What are you going to say? Say it, Klosk. Make Uncle Booby proud. Say it.
Something tells me
Just
that's not
we just
gonna
say
make
it. We just say it.
No, I was more disappointed with like I don't care Trump, Biden, I don't care either way. I'm a little disappointed that the American people don't just get together and be like, fuck all of these guys, we want better. That's the American thing. That's the thing that I don't know. That feels American to me.
Yeah.
There wasn't a third good guy.
No.
Doesn't matter. That's not American. It's being smart or doing the right thing. It's saying, fuck this. No.
There's not a lot of good people. I mean, you got to vote for dead people the way things are right now. It's, not a lot of choices.
Let's do another one, huh?
What's next?
Brazilian sex expert has her hymen reconstructed so that she can raffle off her virginity.
Yep.
Ana Otani runs an adult content subscription service, and she has also a YouTube channel, so she's our competitor. We shouldn't even be helping her at this point. But if you'd like her virginity, a doctor's going to sew it back together for her, and you can pop it live.
I thought a hymen was like a Jewish mobster. like, you know what I mean? It's
Leave
like,
the lockers. Take the gun.
that's like the skin. All right. I have a weird question.
Yeah.
Sorry, girls. Sorry, girls. No! Can, all right, when you break your hymen, that means you lose your virginity, right?
Right.
Not necessarily.
Not
No.
always.
No? What do you mean?
You
It
could.
happened during soccer.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what, the soccer ball can hit you there and it
No, the
breaks
pump.
You can just-
The pump
you can
for the
stretch
soccer
wrong
ball.
way.
Why soccer? Why couldn't it happen during, like, softball or football?
You
It
could.
could happen during any sport, Mr. Monday.
But we're talking about Brazil. So it would be
What,
soccer.
metaphor? So what about, can a girl break her own hymen
Yeah.
alone?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
You gotta really work it.
At least once.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Can I have my dick reconstructed to be a virgin again or no? How can
would
you
that
become
happen?
I don't know. How does a guy become a virgin again if a girl
Reverse
can?
ejaculation,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, like,
Rebuild it like a transmission.
so, like, here's the deal, right? He's essentially paying to have sex with this woman. But just having sex with this woman isn't enough for him. He wants to take her flower, but she doesn't have it anymore.
She's going to get sewed shut?
Yeah, but that's not what that is. That's not why.
Can you get it showed
So, like,
shut?
this guy wants
shut?
to have sex with a virgin for the tearing of
Hands made
cartilage, or because he wants the I don't
The
even
V
understand
card.
what his
the
goal
V
is.
card.
I think
Yeah.
he's a weirdo and just wants
Yeah.
to have this weird thing with this
Yeah.
girl because she's beautiful and, like, you know.
Virginity's overrated anyway.
Yeah.
It's-
I mean, if he wanted
So
a girl
come
with her
on.
vagina all stitched up, he could just find any single mother.
You can find any awkward girl.
Like, that's not a big. That's disgusting. That's like, what if she just sewed the whole vagina shut and he was just hacking into it? What are we doing?
I know. It's, the
Hmm.
whole thing's,
Yeah.
it's weird. Let's go on. Let's just go on to the next
let's
one.
move on.
Yeah.
I think we're in a good place.
We all have sisters and mothers. Go to the next one, please.
Controversial charges thrown on by judges in a rape case in Peru, sparking national outcry. Long story short, the judge acquitted the guy that was accused of rape because the woman had on red underwear. And as we all know, red underwear, it means that you intend to have sex. So her denial of this guy was thrown out of court because of the color of her underwear.
When I think of red underwear, I think of Valentine's Day. That's what first thing that comes to my head. Like, what do you guys think?
I
Like,
think were they MAGA underwears?
What's that?
MAGA?
MAGA?
Latin
Oh.
America. If they were, he wasn't letting them in the country because they were from
Right.
Yeah,
South America.
Latinos would like red underwear. You know.
I love red
Menudo,
underwear,
red
but I don't think
shoes.
a woman has to decide with the color of her underwear whether or not she's said yes or no. I
No.
think that we can all agree that
Yeah,
she should be able to
that's-
wear whatever color she wants.
So the
Right.
whole thing got dropped because of that.
Because the judge thinks that
She
red
wanted
underwear
it.
means that. Yeah.
wanted it,
She
had
wanted.
What
She had
year
red
is it?
underwear. She obviously
Was the judge a
wanted it.
male or female?
It's a guy.
You know what I think? The judge should have had to show what color underwear he was wearing.
Oh, yeah. Lift up the robe.
Drop your draws.
If a woman's
motherfucker.
going to rape a man, what color underwear would he be wearing?
That's a really good question,
Polka
Carlo.
dots.
I would say orange. I want to say like orange is like I made a conscious decision today to change my underwear to that.
Have you ever been raped by a woman? Like, not like penetrated, like passed out, cold.
Then
woke
no.
Woke up and
Taking
there was,
advantage of.
yeah, you were like out cold on a girl, like, you know,
Not that I recall.
play with your
can't
ding-a-ling.
remember. I woke up with some scratches on before, but it was,
That was from a cat.
He wants to know if you've been me also.
Because, I don't know,
think
we heard there's a few guys up here, like Evan, he's been raped by a girl before.
I bet. I
Yeah.
bet.
He has. Tell us about it.
I'm not surprised at all.
No.
He's done a lot of things.
Fucking kid loves orange underwear. You want to do another one?
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
New wave of narco subs are the future of cocaine transportation. Colombian drug cartels started hiring engineers to develop submarines. And that's how they're going to sneak in $230 million of cocaine. That's Colombia to Europe.
Operation
A
Odessa.
lot of skinny French bitches willing to fuck if in the next couple of years.
Is Coke still big? Still relevant?
Everything. Yeah.
yeah.
People are stuck in their houses. They need something.
If I was them, I'd be rewriting that thing to Oregon. Might be a longer journey, but
I love that engineering and submarine technology doesn't hold a candle to cocaine distribution. Like, they can hire the greatest scientists on the entire planet to hustle drugs. Like, that's...
It goes hand in
Well, think about it. They're getting Russians.
Yeah, and they're apparently going to do it in Oregon because there's no fucking laws now. So we can get the submarines to go from Oregon to France.
Man, I'd hate to be in a submarine.
Oh.
That's scary.
I'd have to do.
That's
Imagine
scary.
being on like an 8-ball of Coke, like
No. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Imagine that.
I wouldn't make it. I would not make it.
you look
Yeah,
out the
your
window.
boy
You
Dan
see.
Smith did some submarine tours, didn't he?
I think so.
He's done a few.
couldn't
Yeah,
do
he's
that.
He
been
said that
overseas.
he said he's been. I couldn't even imagine.
I can't even
As soon
be
as
on
it
a-
goes underwater, I'm freaking out.
I
Yeah.
can't be on a boat, and if I don't see land, I start to get edgy.
Yeah.
You know?
These guys are nuts. They're absolutely nuts.
I'm the other way. If I'm on land and I don't see a boat, I freak the fuck out.
What else we got, Klaus?
Since Jimmy is known not only for his amazing skills on stage, but his custodial arts, we're going to run a couple janitorial scenarios by him. Jimmy, are you ready?
Sure.
All right, you headed into the boys' bathroom to change out the TP and mop the floors, and you see significant graffiti all over the toilet stalls. What are the steps to knocking out the problem?
Well, first of all, I'd never be going in to change the TP. That's the start. No,
I think it all depends on if it's a girls' room or a boys' room, and what kind of graffiti was on the wall.
Right. First step, is it good graffiti? Do I Instagram it? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the first step. Take a picture of it. You know, maybe add something to it, like this sucks. Try harder. I don't know. It depends. I usually let it live if it's decent, if it's funny enough. You know what I mean?
Yes.
What chemicals do you use to take it off the wall?
It's called Hilti. It's like a gel, and it gets you pretty high too. It's some good shit. It's
To the Hilti.
Yeah, Hilti.
You're supposed
Check
to wear
it
a
out.
mask when you use it, but you don't.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. I'm like immune to it.
Kyle,
Well,
you
one of the craziest things I saw a kid, the most creative things I saw him do. I mean, it's not that great, but he wrote "fuck you" in the toilet water, underwater. So it was in the porcelain.
Every time the toilet flushed.
Yeah. and
Flush, F.
Yeah. So he
Flush.
he had to put his hand in the water.
You know what I bet he did?
Dedication.
He
Flushed it.
He drained it. Is
But
that
these things are like, they're
oh, yeah,
like
because they're connected to the
splashed.
wall, the wall ones.
Yep. So they're
Right.
high powered. So he got wet.
That's some shit. You went your entire elementary school, high school,
Was
and
it a
that never
Sharpie?
occurred to you. This kid
was a
revolutionized
pencil.
that shit. I never thought of that.
Honestly, the pencil actually, for some reason, on the porcelain, I think it was pen. It might have been pen. I don't know, but it didn't come off easily. Like there's still like I.
It was special. It was special stuff.
Yeah, it was good. So
All right. You're heading down to your janitorial quarters and you see a suspicious package in the corner under a set of stairs. How do you investigate or ratify the situation?
I put it in a trash bag and walk by the cameras with it in the trash bag so nobody knows what it is. I put it in my truck. I take it home and open it up.
That's what I would do.
Right?
I was hoping you were going to say that. Will you call me?
Yeah.
Just give me a
See
call.
if it's
Video. We'll FaceTime.
It's probably just red underwear in there or something.
Do you ever get teachers' underwear in any of the rooms?
Do I ever find it?
Yeah.
No, but I caught.
I was going to say
I can't even
students,
say.
but
I can't.
Yeah. You know what's funny is
it's a high school, right?
No, I'm in an elementary.
people that work
Jesus Christ.
people
God
that
I
work
said
in
teachers.
schools always tell me, "Oh, I have these great stories, but I can't tell you any of them because
Yeah.
you work so closely with each other." But I think some crazy shit goes on in some of these schools. I could be
Oh,
wrong.
yeah. It's almost like doctors
Teachers and nurses, I think, are
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
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 genetically predispositioned to be fun.
Do you think Katrina has
You don't
fun?
think Trina on the Revere Beach in a bikini in November drinking a daiquiri is fun? That's the funnest girl in the room right there.
She's fun. Yeah.
They were like, somebody was like, Trina, it's like 40 degrees out. What are you doing? I'm wearing this bathing suit and getting loaded. We're doing a Volo's pizza review on the beach. Take your underwear off. That's how it goes down.
Call me.
You guys want to do another one?
What's the weirdest thing you ever found in a stall? Like the strangest thing
In a
besides
stall?
drugs? Well, it's an elementary
You know,
school.
it's been a lot of. Well, I've been in high school. I've worked in high schools. There's been a lot of years in the game, so I found a lot of shit I probably can't even remember. But the middle school, they used to like. Sometimes they'd take the lock off someone's locker, and take a shit on it in the toilet. You know what I mean? And I'd flush the toilet, and all the shit would disappear, and there'd just be a lock.
Oh,
You know, just things like
when you were in
that.
high school, did any of the high school girls ever come on to you a little bit?
No, I had one time I was at a school and one school, the same school, a teacher wrote me a note and a 6th grade student wrote me a note. I had to turn the note in. It was just like, hi, but
Yeah.
it was
Let's
like,
not talk about the 6th grader. How about the how about the teacher? What did the teacher's note say?
she said, I know that 6th grader likes you, but I'm gonna kick her ass.
I'm gonna slice it.
Gonna give her an F.
Yeah.
Did she put it on your car or she handed it to you?
The teacher had
note.
the teacher had a student deliver me the note.
How old was the student?
Yeah, that's
How old was the
this was
student?
That's
years
creepy.
ago.
She's guilty. The
Years
student's
ago. This is
guilty
not-
by association.
They're all guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was innocent, and I didn't partake in any of.
Were you married at the time?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good.
Carl, did you send notes back in the day to girls and shit? Would you write little
I actually still have them.
like poems and stuff?
I have a shoebox of notes that the girls just sent me.
Really?
Should I bring them into the show sometime?
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to get those.
Yes!
We need to see those.
Yes, Mr. Monday.
I really do. I'm not even
That's
kidding.
crazy.
It's some crazy stuff too.
That's wild.
That's my.
Bring it in.
That's
Some good artwork.
Yeah.
Because they used to draw pictures of themselves before. Now they take pictures of themselves.
oh my god.
Stone Ages.
Damn.
It's true. This is true.
Wow.
I want to know what the teacher's note said to you.
I think she gave me a number. So this was before like smartphones even. So I think she like emailed me. I think we like exchanged emails. And am I gonna get fired? It's not at the school I work at now. But
think
she
there's
sent me
anything
like
Nothing even bad. This
she
is-
sent me a couple emails back in the day.
it's adults.
Someone wants to hack into my old MSN Hotmail account. It's, the emails are there if you want to find them.
Was she anything to look at?
She was all right, you know.
Okay.
She was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
but
ever,
what?
did you ever
She was
take her up on it?
aggressive.
No, you know what? I
that's-
was only at the school part. I was subbing there. I was just filling in for somebody.
A custodial sub, huh?
Custodial sub. Yeah, I know.
Sounds delicious.
I really
Is that like a ham and cheese?
no.
Let's go over another hypothetical.
Okay.
There's a huge rainstorm overnight. The roof has some intense leaks. Water's pouring everywhere through the classrooms. How do you handle it?
I called downtown and I say, hey, I got to take a half a sick day. I'm out of there.
Would you call the DPW, not the DPW, but maybe the
That
maintenance?
we'd probably bust out all the wet vacs that we could, you know, and then we'd turn on a little bit of Cardi B's WAP,
Yeah.
bust out the mop buckets.
Yeah,
and,
that's how they fill the Dasani bottles at most of the schools. It's just
Yeah,
rainwater.
yeah. Get some overtime. It'll
Have
be
you ever
overtime.
ate asbestos?
I mean,
On purpose?
yeah, I don't think a day goes by that I don't at least take
Inhale it.
to do a little line of asbestos at some point. you know?
Especially those schools in Worcester. They're old. They need to be remodeled.
No, they're asbestos. The tile floor at the school I work at, it's all asbestos, and it's in the pipes and all that shit. It's
What's
fun.
the new asbestos? Because like we didn't know asbestos was a problem until years later. Now there's gonna be a new asbestos.
Social media.
There's,
Oh yeah,
The Monday Show.
that's it. That's it.
Well, speaking of things that clog toilets, if there were 3 major toilet clogs in the building, the boys' room, the girls' room, and the teacher's lounge, is there an order of operations, or is it you just assess each one?
I'd probably, go with whichever one I was closest to. You know what I mean? Like, that just go from there. You
If
know?
there's 3 clogged toilets, there's a bigger problem in the school. I think. I think something's going wrong with the chicken nuggets that day.
When you say
or-
toilets, urinals account? Do they count too?
As long as you're taing a dump in one, yeah.
Have you ever seen anyone take a crap in a urinal?
I didn't.
I held
yeah.
his hands while he did it. Yeah.
I didn't witness it, but I've found
A crap in a
like
urinal.
several times.
Yeah.
Once I found a nice heater in one, like a big, giant log sitting there, dude. I put on like 4 gloves and I like scooped it into
the
a
scene
bag.
from Ghost.
Yeah.
Just molding the clay.
I like pulled the gloves off like so they went over the bag.
Was it like, there's like gang urinals there? Like, so there could have been other people in there when this guy was crapping in one of them?
yeah, do it, Eddie.
Yeah, yeah,
Shit
yeah.
good, Eddie.
Maybe
Come
you
on.
lock the door or something so no one can
I don't
come
think
in.
you can.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Well, if you get a wedge or something, you could.
That is the most bold kid that I've never been that guy. I could never just be like,
it-
oh, I've had it today. I'm shitting in a fucking stand up. You know
You know
what
what?
I mean?
It could have been a kid from another country too, because sometimes at the schools downtown, you get kids from other
Well,
countries.
there's weird
yeah.
toilets
They're
in
like,
other
"Holy
countries.
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever see
They're
the
like-
weird toilets in other countries?
Yeah, they're like, oh my god.
You gotta
this is-
stand in those things and you just like let
Yeah.
everything go down.
He's probably from Canada or something.
We used to have problems where people wouldn't flush the toilet paper because the plumbing where they were from couldn't
Clogged.
handle that. So they would just put it in a neat little bucket in the 80-degree room that they shit in.
They thought they were doing the right thing.
They thought they were helping us out.
Yeah.
Wasn't helping.
Wow.
No.
I remember my buddy played football at Boston College, and we went to this he was an Irish kid, Irish American club, and I walked in, and there was like this little leprechaun guy shitting in the urinal. Like he had that, and he's like looking at me like
Yeah,
that face.
that's not a good look.
What was
dude.
your first wish?
It was really a thin, narrow poop.
Was it?
Yeah.
Could you lose respect
I don't like the
for
word
somebody?
poop at all, by the
Could you
way.
lose respect
It's
for
like-
somebody after seeing their shit?
I did.
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
you do like there's something wrong with this man.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have a healthy.
It was
Step up
like,
your
yeah,
shit
he
game.
probably just drank a lot. and
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
You know, it was like a
cat,
string
It
bean.
was like a cat. Shit.
His crap looked like a string bean.
I had a friend that would send me if it was in the shape of a letter, he would send it, and it'd be like,
This show
"Come
is
on."
disgusting tonight.
This
man.
is
really
really
is.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
It's really disgusting
This is
tonight.
bad.
Everyone's tuning
Oh.
off, like, you know.
Can we
the
talk
people
ab-
who are still watching the show, they're sick.
We'll be able
Yeah.
to cut the clean parts up for Instagram. Though.
I think I'd go to the girls' room first and take care of them, then go
Yeah.
to the teachers,
Yeah.
and then do the
Aren't the
boy.
girls'
I-
rooms usually the grossest ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're slobs.
The,
I mean,
the boys though, if the toilet's clogged, they'll just keep shitting on it, and pissing on it. Yeah, stack it up. Yeah, yeah. Throw a roll of toilet paper on it. Yeah.
It's like modern art.
do you have a snake that you have to snake things out?
I don't have a snake. No. There was a custodian I worked with at a high school when I first started. This guy was brutal. Like, so the kids were bad. So he was at war with them, and he was trying to take me under his rope, show me how to do this. So you some of the kids would break the toilet paper things and get the whole roll of toilet paper, throw it in the toilet, piss all over it.
Yeah.
So he'd take that roll of toilet paper out, find another dispenser, and lock it back in there.
So and let it drip dry.
let it dry.
Wow. I mean, how else
That's a
are
good
these
way to
kids
fuck
gonna
them
learn?
over.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah, and then he would he would go around with his mop bucket with one of those like soft cloth toilet brushes in the mop bucket, and he'd go around and he'd wipe the bubblers down with that.
This would make a great Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
That would be a fucking awesome.
It was bad. It was bad.
I want to buy him a beer.
Was he a real curmudgeon face?
He had long white hair, long white beard,
Just an angry guy.
Yeah.
Just pissed off.
wicked pissed off.
Trailer park type of guy.
Well, how would
Yeah.
you feel if nobody at work wanted to fuck you?
That's sick. All right, let's take a quick break. We're right back with Jimmy and McKlasky. Hi, I'm Mr. Monday. If I want to get shot out of a cannon on a Monday, I have to be fresh and ready to go. Hey, let's face it, us men, we're all a bunch of hairy animals, but we could use a little trim. How come every time I try, I cut my sack and I bleed? If you're gonna put clippers and blades near your family jewels, it's time to use right tools. The new Lawnmower 2.0 from Manscaped has skin-safe technologies, so this trimmer won't nick and snag your nuts. Having an accident below the belt is a thing of the past. Get 20% off and free shipping with code GARDEN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code GARDEN. There's a lot of nuts out there. Now it's time to handle them with care. No, I don't. All right, Klasky. Can we talk about this marriage scam? What is this?
We certainly can. A California man who was 55 years old admitted to arranging sham marriages for Chinese nationals. They paid him $60,000 to get American green cards through marriage. Agents posed as U.S. citizens before arresting the guy. Basically, they were going to be the ones that were going to get married so that they could get the green card or whatever, and then they arrested this guy for hooking people up. Is that wrong? What's the difference?
That's illegal money.
Unless they're spies, these
Chinese nationals. So
if
we
they're
don't,
spies, then yeah, that's bad. But if not, then it's like, who can't get married? I don't know.
Like, how can you stop them?
But they're
right?
not. They're not citizens.
hustle.
They're not
Oh,
citizens.
yeah.
I can see you being attracted to Asian people.
Me?
Yeah.
That was my first fetish when the internet came out.
That's the first go-to.
It was a website I used to go to called, the first porn site I ever went to was called debauchery.com.
Ooh, that's not a good one.
Does anyone remember that?
I don't remember.
And
Buzzfeed knows it.
Asian was the first thing, and now that's
You didn't get past A.
that's what it was. That's all it was. Yeah, it was alphabetical, and like the categories was so innocent. It was like, it was Asian, and then it was biggins, biggins.
Yep.
And then it was like, I don't know.
It was like cross-dressing
So
leopards.
biggins are like big people.
Yeah,
Stuff like
yeah,
that.
it'd be like blonde, brunette. Biggins were big. Yeah.
Well, just imagine if at the age when you were sexually awakening to the Orient, somebody offered you $60,000 for your hand in marriage. Would you take that? I'd take that.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
60 grand?
I wouldn't want to be tied up.
I'd take 60 grand right now.
That's a down
Yeah,
payment on a
please.
house, and then, you guys figure out the love.
I don't know.
Cash.
I'd rather get nothing. Than be tied down to.
And then just think, like, you're
Something like
helping them
that.
out of, like, I mean, China's
have to
great,
help
but
them get in.
they want America.
No, but then you're still married to him. That's not that.
you get
easy
25% of whatever the nail salon
Not
makes.
real.
It's not real.
No, you're scamming these people.
If you say scam, Carlo likes that. It sounds better.
I don't know. Is Barrett in charge of this?
All I know is you know what? I didn't care about it till I saw the guy's face that was doing it, and I don't like him. Lock him up.
Yeah,
I don't like him either.
Right?
I don't like him either.
Lock him up.
Hi, I'm a pastor. I'm going to make you mad. They make this legal.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
What's next, Klaus?
Someone else you can't trust. We followed this story from the beginning, and we will not let go. Lori Loughlin, Aunt Becky from Full House, was found guilty in the college admission scandal. You guys remember that?
Oh, yeah.
She started her sentence 5 days ago. She has to make it 60 days, and she's already having panic attacks and freaking the fuck out.
Do you think if she wasn't like just a regular person would have got this kind of sentence?
60 days doesn't seem that bad.
No, but I'm saying I don't think. I think they just made an example because out of the rich,
Yeah.
actors and actresses.
What kind of prison is she? I'm gonna write her a letter. I think. I don't know. She's
Actually,
all-
Send her
That's
a
a
picture.
really
Draw
good
her a
idea.
picture of
draw
yourself.
a picture.
Draw a picture of yourself and send it to her.
Yeah.
We should probably send her some fan mail.
You guys should.
She's in
yeah.
there, right?
Yeah. Let's send her a group letter.
I mean,
We'll
do
all
you think she
sign
really
it.
should get 60 days for all that?
I think that's a light sentence, isn't that?
That's
like
light.
Yeah, it's a slap of the wrist, Monday.
Like, here's what it is.
It's a slap in the wrist, but should you really be sentenced for that?
It sounds like this victimless crime, but like some kid didn't get to go to school that year because her
So
kid.
she should have to pay for that college education.
She
That's
is
it, yeah.
by being fondled for 60 days in a minimum security facility.
No, but she has a lot of money. She should pay for the person who didn't get in because of her kid.
Yeah.
But then
Is this
she
is
never
this to
learned.
avoid
She
like more fines?
Right.
To,
It pro-
to take
that's a good
some
question,
take some
like-
jail time. Like, all right, I'll do 60 days if I don't have to pay.
Yeah.
This.
This
know?
is like
And
the
she
new
fought
diet.
it. If she didn't fight, did she fought this? I think
Tooth
right?
and nail, yeah.
So if she didn't fight it and she did,
If she admitted
Could've
to it,
made
I
a
think she
deal.
dragged it out because the other people said, yeah, we did it, whatever. They slapped William H. Macy on the wrist.
Right.
But this woman, they said, orange is the new black, and we gonna fuck you. And
Right.
she did some time. 60 days. 60 days. And what's gonna happen after the 60 days? She's gonna come out. She's gonna write a book. She's gonna be on every fucking talk show, and this is gonna be the best thing of her career since Jesse put his dick in her.
Jesse and the Ripper.
That's what he did.
Yeah, she'll be doing like talk shows with Snoop Dogg in no
Yeah.
time. Be like,
Snoop Dogg murdered somebody, and they brought him out at the Grammys in a wheelchair, and everybody was like, fuck it.
yeah.
Hold on. Snoop killed someone?
Murder was the case that they gave him.
Is this true?
He wrote an album about it.
That was so.
But did he get convicted?
No.
But it was still the case.
Do you guys think he really did it?
It was
Snoop?
the case.
No.
I think he was in the car or something, right? That was
I
not the
don't-
story. He
I
was,
don't-
What about Ray Lewis? Do you think he murdered too?
Yes.
He actually murdered with his own hands.
Yes.
No way.
I don't know.
He did it with his feet.
No, I don't think he did. I think it was his buddies, and he might have like been.
What
there
about
or-
OJ? OJ.
OJ? I think his.
OJ did that shit.
I think his kid did it.
His kid did it?
I think it was OJ's son.
Oh.
That's a rumor. Yeah.
that was some wild shit.
I think
What was
OJ's
the
son
world
did it.
like before that was all on TV? Was
What
it?
were you guys doing in '94? Was that '94?
Yeah.
What were you doing in '94?
I was. My grandmother had it on the TV, and she
remember?
was watching it on the news. I was a little kid.
How old
yeah.
were you?
It was
94.
probably 10.
I was dry humping a pillow to growing pains. Yeah.
I just got first hair on bald.
I was at Dad's Diner on Boylston Street watching it.
I remember not wanting to watch something else, but being afraid that I was going to miss him shooting himself. So I just kept watching.
We all just kept watching.
That was craziness.
Yeah.
That was such
That was
craziness.
wild. Yeah, I remember that was on the TV every single day. That's all I was ever on.
And then now he's all right. It's like
Yeah,
he
well.
just tried to escape in a fucking vehicle. It's like, no, it's the glove didn't fit his hand.
No, we're
Oh,
in a
wow.
new time when innocent people escape.
Hey, he was really good in those Naked Gun movies, though.
Oh yeah. No, he
yeah.
did a
Good
good job.
gun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
National treasure.
He's a great running back. So, do you have any shows coming up? Are you doing outdoor venues? Have you done any?
I've done a lot of. I did with these guys. We did a big one. Yeah, we
Where,
did a
Giggles?
big one. We
Kowloon,
did
we had like
Kowloon.
300
Kowloon.
people.
Yeah,
there,
that was
right?
fun.
Color
Right,
Guard,
yeah,
Todd
it's awesome.
Angeli.
That was great.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, yeah.
Jimmy headlined on that one and killed it.
It was
Right.
yeah, outdoor. At first, it was like, oh man, this sucks. But
Right.
then you get used to it after a while, and then.
What are you going to do now? That's all. The bad weather's coming. So.
Hopefully, Bob
and-
Marley calls me up again. I go
Right.
up because he
It
does
doesn't
shit.
snow in Maine.
He follows where they're not locked down, and he'll do the.
Right.
He's in Maine, New Hampshire.
He's ambitious, this guy, huh?
Oh man, yeah. He's this guy.
One Love.
Yeah, yeah.
That name's helped him out, I think, in his career. What do you think?
Hey, it's funny. I was thinking.
Not in Maine.
His dad. I think he's Bob Marley Jr. So even his dad was Bob Marley. So, I don't know. Maybe.
So, what do you think about the Pats tonight? The game's on 8 o'clock, 8:30, Joe.
8 o'clock.
What do you think about them
do
playing
I
the
think?
Jets? They're playing the Jets tonight. Jets haven't won a game.
If they lose to the Jets, that's just sad.
It's over.
I don't
sad.
think the Pats are as bad as their record is, by the way. And I know they're not even that good.
I want them to lose every game. I want to be a Pats fan when they're just the worst team in the NFL, and then what? And then just be
Get
like
rid of all the Cats.
and just be like a. I want to be a diehard fan to the suckiest team.
I like watching other men's
I was
self-worth
for years.
depreciate
Yeah,
because
because that's how it was. Yeah.
do you know guys like that like aren't themselves because the Patriots aren't doing good? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like COVID was fine, everybody dying was okay.
I've been that guy.
2 fumbles and it's like my life.
Yeah. We need to get crushed and then build.
I think
you know?
honestly, I still feel like Belichick's bigger than Brady. I don't care what anyone says. And like
Pound for pound.
he's doing something like
Oh, he's a genius.
he's doing something with this team. Like
He's a genius.
Cam Newton doesn't fumble the other night. They beat Buffalo, and they're 3-4, not 2-5.
Do you think Cam Newton wears red underwear?
Yeah,
Double stroller.
he's red and blue. He's Superman.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah, he definitely
definitely.
does. Yeah.
Blue in his underwear?
No, I was asking if Cam Newton wears red underwear.
Did you guys see his wife that day that you saw him in Boston?
No.
No.
We just saw the double stroller.
We saw a real big
So
hat.
so do you have, so what other shows you got? Is there anything on the books?
I think I'm opening for Christine Hurley at CBS scene
Nice.
in a couple weeks.
What's that? Is that at Foxborough?
But
Yeah.
speaking of, yeah,
Right.
probably.
That's a
Probably
cool
more
spot,
people
huh?
want to see that show than the
it's a
game
cool
tonight.
spot.
Have
Yeah.
you've done a gig up there before?
Yeah, it's a good spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love Patriot Place. This place is awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah,
good
you
stuff.
just feel the love.
So you're gonna come up in a few more weeks, back in the show?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
Thanks for coming
Hell
up
yeah,
tonight,
man.
brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Jimmy.
Hell yeah. Thanks
Another-
for having me.
No
Thanks
problem.
for having me, guys.
Another Monday in the books. All right, let's go watch the Pats. Let's get a victory tonight. Monday on 3.